Ian Calderwood. It's Aberdeen against Celtic, live on Setanta Sports. Commentators Scott Booth and Ian Crocker.
Aberdeen against the champions, that raises the stakes. Aberdeen against the current leaders, that raises the stakes. Aberdeen against the old firm, that really raises the stakes. Celtic begin a crucial week. Testing trip to Aberdeen in the SPL. A daunting visit to Old Trafford in the Champions League. Big matches for a big club. And the debut today for Thomas Gravesen, of course, after his move from Real Madrid. Gravesen delighted to be part of the Celtic family now. Naylor's long throw. Aberdeen also have a debutant in their ranks, of course, in Lee Miller. And like Gravesen, he's got the number 16 shirt. Mark Wilson clattering into Clark.
Yeah, this game is going to be played with a high tempo. Aberdeen straight away with Barry Nicholson's picked up Gravesen, trying to stay in his area.
Gravesen. Zaraski. Nakamura. Wilson is outside of Nakamura, and he's going to go back to Gary Caldwell, who was a doubt for this game. Borat with a rather bizarre kick, which will present Aberdeen with a throw.
Yeah, Lee Miller trying to get on the end of things straight away. Gary Caldwell with a slack back pass. Borat's not dealing too well with the kick away, but it's going to be interesting to see how Miller and Darren Mackey do form that partnership. Nicholson sent that one swirling out, but Hart wasn't as advanced as he might have thought. Xander Diamond's going to pop that back, but here's Neil Lennon. McGeady and Lennon exchange passes. Severin. Anderson strong in the challenge, but it breaks kindly for Nakamura. And here's Thomas Gravesen with an early opportunity. Nakamura. Blocked by Severin. And Lee Miller is first to it. And Aberdeen could be on their way here with a poor pass. Gravesen had a great chance there to try and play an early ball into Zaraski, who was waiting completely unmarked in the box.
McGeady. Lennon. McGeady. He's had an excellent first few weeks of the season, Aidan McGeady. Gravesen. Easy take that for Langfield. Chris Clark. Nakamura under pressure from Clark. Lee Naylor, another recent arrival, of course, from Wolves. Naylor for Lennon. Gravesen. Benegor of Hesseling. Now Mark Wilson. Benegor of Hesseling wants it back, but it's away by Scott Severin.
That's going to be important for Aberdeen today when the ball is played forward. The front two will have to hold up, have to give their midfield a chance to get up and support.
Aberdeen haven't lost at home in 2006. In fact, Celtic were the last visiting team to win here last December. Lee Naylor can hit them, and that poleaxe Xander Diamond. He's out. Might survive the count of 10.
Celtic have done this well so far this season, getting their full backs forward. Naylor getting up with a good strike. I don't think it would have troubled Langfield, but Xander Diamond getting right in the way of it, and he's not scared of that. And it's a chance for Gravison, I think, to play the ball in early. This time he could have just played it there at that point. Zarafsky's waiting for it. Aberdeen just couldn't get back quick enough, but then the chance is gone.
Xander Diamond's okay after taking one full pelt from Lee Naylor, who did score a few spectacular goals from range for Wolves. Diamond has come back on. Lee Naylor snuffed out by Gary Dempsey.
Dempsey will be asked to do the dirty work for Aberdeen today, just try and make a nuisance of himself in the midfield and pick up stray passes.
Russell Anderson calmly gliding that back to his keeper. Aberdeen have the chance to leapfrog Celtic and go top of the table for a couple of hours at least. They haven't been top of the SPL since 1998. Zarafsky for Naylor. McGeady waiting to receive, but Hart close by, and he gets the throw for Aberdeen.
Michael Hart's an important inclusion in the squad for Jimmy Calderwood. Very good right back, but can also play wing back as well. His pace. I'm sure that Jimmy will be looking for a good start here, but I can't help thinking that it's just an Aberdeen side set up to frustrate Celtic. They do have to try and play themselves.
Goal kick is the verdict as McManus picked up with Mackie.
And at the moment you have Ricky Foster who's picking up Nakamura, Barry Nicholson's on Gravison, Michael Hart's on McGeady. Dempsey's trying to get forward and stop Lennon from playing in front of the defence. I think that sometimes the team can then stop thinking about playing themselves.
Wilson. Caldwell. McManus. Searching pass for McGeady. Not many would have got to that, but you always fancied McGeady would. Lee Naylor offering a long throw service. Finnegan Hessinen gets the target at that near post. Severin stuck with him. Lennon just able to help it back to McGeady. Lennon. Caldwell. Zarafsky. The throw-in has gone to Aberdeen. To the bemusement of Zarafsky, who tried his best.
Scott Severin at the back is trying to play a high line for Aberdeen. He's trying to keep them pushed up, because obviously if they sit back in the box, the long high ball for Fernegroff Hessling will be coming in. Just trying to keep them up, and it's up to Russell Anderson and Xander Diamond to pick up the two strikers and him to sit off and be spare.
Aberdeen's last two wins over Celtic have come in Glasgow's East End. They haven't beaten them here for 5 years. McManus powering that one back. high into the sky from Dempsey. McManus selecting to go back to Boritz.
And you saw Xander Diamond win a great header against Vennegoor of Hesselink, and I'm sure that Jimmy Calderwood will have him fired up, and that'll be a real challenge for him today. Can you match Vennegoor of Hesselink in the air and give our defence a breather when we need it?
McGeady. One back by Dempsey, but here's Nakamura. Zaraski now. Gravison. Stopped in his tracks by Russell Anderson. Well, Gravison was late then on Clark. And Mike McCurry, the man in charge today, will want a word with Thomas Gravison.
That was a little late one from Gravison, but no intent there at all. It was a fantastic tackle just a few minutes before from Russell Anderson. And Gravison's coming in the box, just takes a nice touch here, but just that bit too close to Russell Anderson. It's a good tackle on the edge of the box, it has to be good.
The Celtic fans already singing his name. Barry Nicholson just picked McGeady to it. Mackie for Clark. Nearly. Must have flung himself at it. And now Mark Wilson leading a Celtic charge. Vennegoor of Hesselink jostling with Xander Diamond, and he gets the free kick.
Yeah, the game's just starting to hot up now. Aberdeen have a great chance, is what Jimmy Calder would be wanting. Striker on one side, crossing. Chris Clark coming in wide from the left, and Ricky Foster, midfield support, trying to get on the end of things. Just couldn't make it, but it's a good attack from Aberdeen, and Celtic now have a chance with Nakamura to get good delivery into the box and use the height that they have in there.
The height of Vennegoor of Hesselink, McManus, Zaraski, Gravison also in there. And it eludes everyone. Goal kick. Much ado about nothing from Shunsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, all the big men in a little bit too early on that occasion. Russell Anderson just marshalling his troops as usual. I'm sure Jimmy will be quite happy at the moment with the start they have. 12 minutes have been probably the best chance of the match. Again, Celtic as well also have settled well, certainly with the full-backs getting on the ball and getting down the wide areas and causing problems.
There'll be a fair bit of banter on that touchline today, that's for sure, with Messrs Strachan and Calderwood alongside each other. Free kick now for Mackie and Aberdeen. Dempsey. Miller. One back by Gravison. McGeady. Vennegoor of Hesselink for Zaraski. Gravison fending off Nicholson and finding Lennon. McGeady. Oh, what a tremendous try from Aidan McGeady, who is having some season.
Yeah, he is, Ian. Certainly been Celtic's top player so far this season. And he just catches that nicely. It's a sort of a floated ball towards the back post. Causes Landfield a few worries there. Initially it was good play from Gravison, strong play against Barry Nicholson in midfield to set up that chance.
Severin offering a long throw of his own to match those provided by Naylor for Celtic. In it goes from Severin, out it goes from McManus. Darren Mackey's going to latch onto this. He'll pull it back for Xander Diamond. He was kept occupied by Naylor.
Darren Mackey's pulled across more to the right-hand side. He's not actually playing very close with Lee Miller at the moment. And Jimmy obviously thinks that he can get some benefit of him out there.
Michael Hart minding the shot. Nicholson and Gravison both go for it. Severin. Naylor having to deal with it. Anderson now for Foster. Offside against Lee Miller. Lee Miller making his debut for Aberdeen, but Kenny Miller left on the Celtic bench despite his heroics for Scotland yet again in the past week. Yet to score for Celtic, of course, but he has offered them so much else besides. Caldwell. It's a foul by Russell Anderson on Zaraski.
Yeah, Russell Anderson getting a little bit too close. Not timing that one very well. And again, it's a dangerous area for Celtic. Certainly with Nakamura from the dead ball, he's fantastic. His first one wasn't that good, but can he play a better ball than this time?
The man from Japan stands over it. Has scored from this kind of range before, of course. Nakamura does indeed go for goal, but it's off the wall. Probably the wall seemed to know where the ball then spun. McGeady. Nakamura. Neil Lennon always available. Wilson's throw, but Russell Anderson steps in front of Zaraski.
McGeady's come in off the left-hand side. He's playing at times more centrally, and that's actually forcing Michael Hart to come all the way in with him.
Hooked on by Vennegoor of Hesseling. Hooked away though by Severin, but Vennegoor of Hesseling again nearly set up McGeady then. Michael Hart in the way, and just as well for Aberdeen. Free kick. Gravison heartily involved, as you might expect on his debut.
Gravison wasn't happy about this challenge from Xander Diamond. Was it just a little bit of afters? There's nothing in that at all. I think he's complaining about the dive there more than anything else.
Chris Clark. Barry Nicholson now. Seeking out Mackey. Corner kick for Aberdeen. Lee Naylor having to do some defensive duty.
Yeah, it was a good ball in from Barry Nicholson, looking for the height of Mackey against Naylor. Mackey does have a good spring.
Barry Nicholson will take this. Xander Diamond trying to get near it, but he was rather crowded out. Aberdeen will continue to give it a go. Scott Severin with his throw. If he goes long, there's Xander Diamond available. He's aimed towards Diamond. Vennegoor of Hesselink helping out of the back, where his height does come in rather handy. Well, that seemed to come off Gravesen's hand. Gravesen is going to be in here, and Russell Anderson with a terrific tackle after Foster's error lets Gravesen through.
Yeah, it was a fantastic tackle from Russell Anderson. The right place at the right time. He had to make it a good tackle, had to be good timing. Gravesen was in. Great goal-scoring opportunity for him.
The captain's tackle, but here he is again. A tackle typical of Russell Anderson, and he's not giving that one up either. But that's a foul on Nakamura.
This time a little bit overzealous, but his last one was pure brilliance. And it all stemmed from Michael Hart trying to clear the ball, but Gravesen did lead with his arm. He gets the run of the ball, and then from here it's very, very dangerous for Aberdeen. Gravesen just nicks it, but what a tackle from Russell Anderson. Exactly where he should be. Gravesen looking for his first goal in his first match for Celtic, just being stopped.
For any defenders watching that, that'll be as good as strikers scoring a goal kind of feeling.
No, not really.
Yeah, but you would say that.
That will be important for Aberdeen today when they're playing a back three. There's going to be times where they'll be exposed, and that's where you call on the experience of Russell Anderson. He is the man in form.
Nakamura. Sander Diamond will clear that. Lee Miller. Chris Clark. Martin Mackie down that side. Here's Dempsey. He's going to switch it to this side on Chris Clark. Clark forced into a corner. Severin's throw. Lee Miller. Lawrence will grab that. Well, later, if you ring one of those numbers and select your man of the match, there's a good chance you could win our competition. If your choice matches Scott Booth's and you're picked out as the winner, you receive a signed shirt with the man of the match. Long way to go yet, but Russell Anderson certainly an early contender. Dempsey. Diamond. Foster is quick. He's going to show interest in this, but it will carry to Boritz. No problem.
I think you have to say at the moment that the formation that Aberdeen have started with, it certainly worked. It's frustrating Celtic. They can't really get their passes going in midfield. It's pretty compact in there, pretty dense. And Lennon's been anonymous at the moment, and that says a lot for the Aberdeen setup.
Stephen McManus. Scott Severin cleared it, helped on by Dempsey to Mackie. Thomas Gravesen. Barry Nicholson chasing him. Desperately trying to keep up with him, and he had to time that tackle right. He did.
Barry Nicholson doing well to stay with Gravesen here. He's so strong. It's a great run. Trying to go for that byline.
Wilson moving to the edge of the area. It's Nakamura who takes it, and Gary Caldwell got to it. Lennon. Caldwell's over on the left wing at the moment, but Celtic exploiting the right with McGeady. Diamond's header finds Dempsey. Now Lee Miller with some fancy footwork, but Lee Naylor won't be too bothered by Mackie.
Yeah, Lee Miller dropping deep there, trying to get into this game. He has come into a little bit more over the last 5 or 6 minutes. I think that he'll be frustrated. He's the type of player that likes to be involved. Aberdeen will try and use him and get into his feet because he is good in the deck. But Daramaki and Miller at the moment have not managed to get into the game as much as Jimmy Caldwell would like, and that would be the same, I would say, for the Celtic strike force as well, and that's because the midfield is so dense, and there's too many players in there, and the Celtic midfield can't quite get it up to young Vennegoor of Hesselink.
Clark. Dempsey. Nowhere to go really, so he will settle for the throw off Nakamura. Plenty of hustle and bustle, but no goals so far at Pittodrie in the first of the SPL fixtures today. Miller. Hart. Dempsey. Mackie. In by Hart. And Lee Miller lurking.
Yeah, what Aberdeen have done quite well so far is when they do get the ball up, the midfield support. You are getting Foster getting in there, even Dempsey's getting up close. And that'll have to continue if Jimmy Calderwood's going to get anything out of this today. He needs to ensure that his midfield do get up in support of the front two. And when they get the chance, they'll have to take it.
Nakamura. One back by Foster. He certainly showed his hunger and desire. But Lee Naylor can calm things down for Celtic, and so can Neil Lennon.
Just there, Ian, you want Ricky Foster to drive forward. He's got the ball, he's won it. You want him to try and give Celtic a problem. In the end, he slows down, tries a little pass that doesn't go anywhere. And that's sometimes the problem with Ricky Foster, is the end product, something he has to work on.
Gary Caldwell launching it towards Vennegoor of Hesselink. It broke kindly for Zarowski, and now McGeady! Straight at Anfield.
Yeah, the ball breaks off of Michael Hart here. Falls nicely for McGeady, and you can see what he's trying. Just can't get wide enough, and in the end it was easy for Langfield.
Well, he came close earlier in the game from distance, McGeady. And he had another pop there, and here he is now. Caldwell. Zarowski. Wilson. Naylor. It's going to drift away from McGeady. We're off to Tannadice tomorrow from 1 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. It's Dundee United against Hibernian. Dempsey kept that in, but McManus will snap it back to Boritz.
What has been a feature of Celtic's play this season is they're very, very patient. They try and play from the back, and Gordon Strachan has obviously said, don't worry about it, if you don't get an early goal, just keep playing, the chances will come.
Zarafsky won it, but it'll trickle harmlessly through to Jamie Langfield. Half an hour gone. Jimmy Calderwood's Aberdeen, unbeaten in the SPL this season. There was that rather embarrassing League Cup defeat on penalties to Queen's Park. His team certainly haven't been playing to their full potential, but to remain unbeaten whilst that's happening is okay. McManus for Caldwell. McManus for Nakamura, who gets a second bite at it. Shinsuke Nakamura tried to slip it through for Zarafsky.
That's very clever play from Nakamura, and normally you'd expect Zarafsky to read this because he's also clever.
McGeady. Gravison. Held up by Zarafsky. Gravison takes over again. Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. McGeady was ahead of him. Got Scott Severin there for Aberdeen, and now Chris Clark. Severin, who scored the winner against Dunfermline last time out. Gary Caldwell stepping in front of Lee Miller. And Caldwell's joining this attack. Here he is again. What a move. Guess who blocked it? Yep, Russell Anderson. Nakamura now for Zarafsky.
Yeah, it was good play from Celtic. And it all comes from Scott Severin on the ball. Playing a little ball into Lee Miller, and Lee Miller doesn't show for the ball, doesn't do his job, which today has to be coming short and holding the ball up. On that occasion he just stood, he allowed Celtic to take over.
Wilson. Lennon's cross is inviting, and Vennegoor of Hesselink was in there, but Diamond matched him. Corner.
Yeah, it was a great curling ball in from Neil Lennon. Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink attacks it, but it's good defending from Xander Diamond. He gets himself between the ball and the striker.
Nakamura, punched away by Langfield before it reached Caldwell. It did reach Caldwell last time. It's come off Caldwell, a handball shout from the Aberdeen fans. Here's Wilson. Celtic probing. McGeady. Another effort from Aidan McGeady, and we've had 3 of those now in this first half.
And you also have to say now, Ian, that Celtic are dictating this game. Aberdeen can't get the ball forward enough and hold it up. And this is coming more and more, where the Celtic midfield are picking up the ball in not dangerous areas, but areas just in front of the back 3 of Aberdeen and having a crack at it.
Aberdeen haven't even managed a shot yet. But Celtic have only had 1 effort on target of their 8 attempts. Here's Zarafsky. Nakamura. McGeady. Shakes off Dempsey with ease. Here's Lennon. Lennon for Gravison. Gravison with an intricate cross, but it's grabbed by Jamie Lansfield.
Yeah, it was lovely play again from Gravesen on the right-hand side. And he's shown already for Celtic that he's not a sitting midfield player. He's been furthest forward of the midfield men, involved in as much as possible.
Gravesen inadvertently helped that through to Lee Miller then, but he's soon made up for it. Hart, that was a cruncher. Ouch.
Yeah, Michael Hart won't like this one. He's fallen badly, and I think he gets just a wee twist as well, maybe of his knee. And that'll be a worry for Jimmy Calderwood, because he's one player that has been out injured a lot over the last couple of seasons, but when he does play for Aberdeen, he's very effective on that right-hand side. And so far he's actually stopped McGeady from getting too much into the game, although he has a couple of shots just outside the box.
Yes, Hart returning to the side today after 3 games out injured. Alexander Diamond felt that he got a barge from Vennegoor of Hesseling then. Michael Hart's back on. Gravesen. Nakamura. Wilson steaming ahead of him now. Chris Clark saw that one coming. And there's been a bit of a scrap in the middle here, which Mike McCurry's had to step in to and sort out. Xander Diamond is one of those being summoned, along with Neil Lennon.
It was Aidan McGeady as well in there. It was sort of handbags, but it was well off the ball. The referee left with no choice but to bring them over.
Yes, Lennon just went over to see what was happening. It was McGeady and Diamond who are going to be summoned. Looks like they're both going to get yellow cards, McGeady and Diamond. And let's see if we can just see that scuffle there on the halfway line. Yellow cards for both anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those stupid situations where players feel they have to lock horns, but I'm sure that'll affect Aberdeen more than it will Celtic, with Xander Diamond being booked.
Wilson in towards Vennegoor of Hesseling. Xander Diamond commanding. And Lee Miller now looking to break out. Mackie, a speedy option, but he won't find him like that. Wilson. Fought by Anderson. Celtic looking for a breakthrough before half-time. So McGeady has to tread carefully after his yellow card, and likewise Xander Diamond, who's picked up a few cards to match the colour of his shirt in his time. Nakamura now with this free kick, and Lansfield came for it. Vennegoor of Hesseling made contact, and it was Lee Miller back there of all people who hooked that away from the line.
That's what Jan Vennegoor of Hesseling will bring you. He challenged for everything in there. He'll challenge the goalkeeper, central defenders. On that occasion, just gets enough on it to direct it towards the goal. Lee Miller getting himself back with an acrobatic clearance.
Manus towards Vennegoor of Hesselink, who gets a free kick off Russell Anderson, and Aberdeen not too impressed with that decision from Mike McCurry.
This is where Jan Vennegoor does challenge Langfield, just gets enough on it. That's good defensive play from Lee Miller. Get himself back on the line, and if he hadn't been there, it was 1-0 Celtic.
Can Celtic make one of these free kicks count? Todri awaits. Nakamura into the danger zone. Neil Lennon. Naylor. And Nicholson having to turn it away as Celtic put the pressure on.
Yeah, it's an important time now for both teams. A few minutes before half-time.
A smack on the nose there, then Zurowski. He got in the way of Lennon's shot. Nakamura into the mix, Langfield there. Neil Lennon drills it back. Lee Miller has hit that one high into the sky, but it's got height on it, but not much distance out. Nakamura. He's made room for the cross. It's a good one. And Vennegoor of Hesselink, was he brought down by Diamond? No penalty.
I've got to say, and I thought that was a penalty when I first saw it. Don't see why the striker would go down there. He's only got 4 yards to the goal. It'll be great to see this one again. Xander Diamond is noted for being a little bit rash at times, and he's nowhere near the ball.
Diamond is up the other end now, part of this Aberdeen assault, but that is an almighty let-off for Aberdeen. Should have been a Celtic penalty.
You can't quite see just how much contact there is, but there is definitely contact. In that situation, a striker never goes down, he wants to score.
And a foul from McGeady, who is on a yellow card. He'll have to be very wary now.
That was me saying it might be more important that Xander Diamond was his booked, but maybe for McGeady it's important too.
I don't think Mike McCurry had a great view of that tackle, perhaps. Maybe there were bodies in the way. Decided against giving a penalty. Come off for Lee Naylor. Reminder of the numbers that you can ring later to choose your man of the match, and if your choice turns out to be the same as Scott's and you're picked out as the winner, you'll win a signed shirt from the man of the match himself. Zurowski just told to get up.
Well, here we go again with this chance from Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. You see Xander Diamond outstretched, just maybe catches his heel. It's difficult as well because Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink is off balance at that point.
Probably would have been a red card for Diamond as well. Already on a yellow.
I think what you do see is Jan Vennegoor, he turns around straight away and looks at Xander Diamond, which does suggest there was contact.
Wilson. Vennegoor of Hesselink. Nakamura. Foster in front of him. Nobody ahead of Lee Miller. Although Mackie might just interrupt Celtic, then again, perhaps not. 1 minute added on in this first half. Guedes' cross turned away by Severin, helped on its way by Nicholson.
What Aberdeen have done is they've stopped the ball that we just saw in from McGeady. They've stopped enough of those types of crosses just to give their defence that little bit of an easier time, and I think that's because they have flooded the midfield, and certainly in the wide positions. It's obviously been part of Jimmy Calderwood's game plan, and it's worked so far.
Severin will take this. In towards Xander Diamond. An Aberdeen throw. Last few seconds of the first half. It's bobbled underneath Clark's boot. It's half-time, no goals. Not too many clear chances, but a big penalty shout for Celtic when Xander Diamond appeared to make, maybe slight, but some sort of contact with Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. The penalty appeal spurned, and at the break, it's Aberdeen 0, Celtic 0.
The best attack in the SPL against the best of the three, and they've kept it tight till now, but can they, Alec, continue to do so?
Well, just look at the pictures of Kenny Miller there, you know, I'm sure that's a man bursting to come on the pitch, given what he's done in the last 7 days. And I'm sure that regardless of the energy expended in the national team, I think Kenny will have that adrenaline flowing just now, and he might be a crucial substitution for Gordon Strachan today.
We talked about stretching the Aberdeen defence, and Kenny Miller's somebody that will run in the channels, Rob, and he will stretch them at the back, so that is an option for Gordon. But I mean, Celtic have had plenty of possession, but they just haven't been able to breach that Aberdeen defence, primarily because Severin's there and Russell Anderson made some fantastic tackles in the first half.
Aberdeen 0, Celtic 0. Here's the second half with Scott Booth and Ian Crocker.
Thank you, Rob. Well, there hasn't been a goalless draw between these teams for 12 years. Surely they're not about to have one now. We have seen some storming second halves this season, as Craig Burley said, after something different first halves. Not much in the way of chances so far. Aberdeen ready to start this second half. What have you made of it, Scott?
Well, I think that Aberdeen will definitely stick with the formation that they had in the first half. They'll be quite happy the way things are going at the moment. And Celtic, I do think it's a matter of time, as we were saying in the studio. I mean, they need invention going forward, and I'm sure that Kenny Miller will bring them that. He will drag the defence around, and when you're playing a back three as Aberdeen are, then Kenny Miller's the perfect striker for trying to get in behind and cause problems.
McManus. Russell Anderson, another colossal performance from the Aberdeen skipper. McManus. Over the head of Vennegoor of Hesselink.
I think it may also be possible for Gordon Strachan to think about Pearson in this game. Neil Lennon hasn't been on the ball at all really in the game, hasn't been able to get himself isolated and create. I think Pearson on the left side may be also able to make those runs, the same type of run that Miller makes, but from a deeper position.
Here's Saraski, right at the start of the second half, big chance, forced a little wide.
You have to say, Ian, that's a good chance for a man of Zarafsky's calibre. He can strike a ball well on both the right and the left side, and I'd have expected him to take it a little bit earlier, allowed himself to be dragged that bit too far wide.
Nakamura, Lennon.
Zarafsky pulling away in the left channel, lovely ball played over the top. Xander Diamond trying to get back but just can't get there. He doesn't get it down early enough to get that strike across, just waiting for it to come down. In the end, I think he just tries to cut one across the face of the goal.
Lennon for Naylor. McGeady. Naylor goes back to Gary Caldwell. Manus alongside him. Those two have played together before in their Scotland youth days, but they were both in midfield back then. With Bobo Balde out, they are forming a partnership now in the heart of Celtic's defence. Darren Mackey's got in behind Lee Naylor, and Chris Clark was arriving in the box, but it's veered away from him.
It's a fantastic initial ball from Dempsey round the corner. Darren Mackey again doing the running. It's a good ball in, first time ball in between the defence and the goalkeeper, but just no one getting out of the back post. Chris Clark just couldn't quite get up in time.
Dempsey, Mackey. He did it, and McGeady took it off his toes. Gravison, Lennon, Naylor. McGeady chasing this, but Hart should be able to sort it out. Not only does he do that, he gets the throw off McGeady as well.
And that's what Michael Hart gives you. He has real pace. He can get up and down the side all day. I'm sure you prefer to play in the right back position, but it is a real hard slog when you're playing as a wing back.
Sander Diamond having to come across. Diamond booked along with McGeady after that first half skirmish. And Diamond involved in the penalty that should have been for Celtic. Lee Naylor's long throw. Diamond made it his. Nakamura, McGeady. Here's Mark Wilson. Zaraski. Severin met the cross. Lee Miller making his debut for Aberdeen. Scored a few goals for Hearts a couple of seasons ago. Didn't really work for him at Dundee United, but looking to recapture the sort of form that made him much talked about as a possible Scottish international.
Well, they have tried Whelan up there, and they've tried Crawford.
Hennegaard Hesselin's been allowed to go on here despite clashing with Diamond. McGeady. Nothing doing with that from Aidan McGeady. And Diamond felt he should have had a free kick.
Xander Diamond's not happy. Just elbowed completely off of it by Jan Ferregroff Hesseling. I think what you have to say at the moment is it's been a real disciplined performance by Aberdeen. All their men have stuck by their tasks, but you do fear that all it will take is one mistake from an individual player, personal mistake, and Celtic could be in.
Langfield just gets it into the box in time. Gordon Strachan returning to the club where he made his name as a player, of course, that glorious era where he won 2 titles, 3 Scottish Cups, European Cup Winners' Cup and European Super Cup. But was he happy? Severin will hoist that high. McManus hammering over Miller to get there. McGeady now for Thomas Gravison. Severin intervenes. McManus. Between them, Anderson and Severin unruffled.
And I think that there are A couple of subs warming up for Celtic. I'm sure that Gordon Strachan will give it another 5-10 minutes or so to see if they can make the breakthrough. And if not, I'm sure that there'll be an introduction of Riordan, Pearson or Miller. Or maybe all three, Ian. Because this game does need something, it needs a real spark. I'm sure Aberdeen will be happy that it's staying the way it is, but from a Celtic point of view, they'll be hoping to try and make the breakthrough. There's Riordan there making his preparations, as is Miller. I'm sure he's chomping at the bit, as they say.
Well, we haven't seen much of Derek Riordan in a Celtic shirt so far. Fleeting appearance as a late substitute on the opening day against Kilmarnock. He's had a problem with his neck in the past fortnight or so.
He's got to be one frustrated player, Ian. He gives you so much at times. I think in a game like this, a moment of brilliance would unlock a defence.
Mike McCurry having a word with Gary Pendry, who I think was sat just outside the dugout on one of the steps there. Can't have that. He's been put in his place. Easy take for Boritz. Pendry now back between his lines. And Igor of Hesselink sets up Aidan McGeady. Here's Nakamura. Foster with an excellent tackle. No foul by Gary Caldwell on Lee Miller, waved away by Mike McCurry.
Lee Miller's becoming more and more isolated as the game goes on. Darren Mackey's almost playing as a right midfield player, right winger. He can't get in the game either.
Looks like Kenny Miller has been called back by the Celtic bench. It's a game that needs an injection. And Miller may well provide it. Still looking for his first Celtic goal, of course, but he has created a few, and his work rate has been outstanding. The goals will come, but he'd quite like them to come soon. Of course, they have still been coming for Scotland.
Yeah, and it may be time to test the water with Jan Fennegroff, Hesselink and Miller up front, and with Drozdowski.
McGeady spinning away from Hart, charging through. No penalty as McGeady's allowed to go on.
Well, the Celtic fans wanted a penalty here. Aidan McGeady driving through between the gap. You've got to say he has a case. But Russell Anderson does make contact with the ball yet again. Another good defensive display from him today.
Nakamura's corner, a Celtic look for a breakthrough, and there's been a foul. In fact, it's actually swirled out before coming back in the corner. That's why the whistle went. Here he comes, Kenny Miller, Scotland's hero with 2 goals in 2 games against the Faroes and Lithuania. And he's coming on in place of Zaraski.
I think that will cause the Aberdeen defence a lot more trouble. Zaraski's not quite done it today. He's tried to form that partnership with Jan Fennegroff, Hesselink up front, but it hasn't came off. And I think that Miller will run in the channels. He'll give them the spark that they need. And you just wondered if Jimmy Calderwood will tinker a little bit as well to try and combat this.
A terrific reception from the Celtic fans, and no wonder, because they appreciate what he's put in. Effort-wise, in the famous green and white hoops. aren't many outside of Aberdeen who would deny him a goal soon. Maybe a few Rangers fans, I suppose. Caldwell. Miller. Will today be the day for Kenny Miller in a Celtic shirt? McGeady. Still going. Nakamura. Wilson's available out wide. Sold a bit short, mind you. And that's come off Wilson. It'll be an Aberdeen throw.
Of course, if anyone can combat Kenny Miller, it'll be Severin and Russell Anderson, because they've both trained with him for the last week or so. So they'll know him really well. They'll know that he'll try and drag them around. But it's two players at the back with real experience for Aberdeen.
Just going back to Kenny Miller, his last goal for Rangers was here at Pittodrie. Will his first goal for Celtic be here at Pittodrie? Diamond sidestepping McGeady. Anderson. Foster. Anderson up against Miller, who's hurt himself.
Kenny Miller immediately into the action, closing down Russell Anderson. It just takes a sore one for his troubles.
Venegor of Hesseling. Lennon. Naylor. Celtic being urged on by their fans. Here is Kenny Miller. Naylor's got McGeady nearby. Hart turned into Gravison, but it spun away for Nicholson. Now Dempsey. Offside Mackie. Well, later you can ring the appropriate number, whether you're in the UK or the Republic of Ireland. Choose your man of the match. If you choose the same as Scott Booth, and you're ticked out as the winner, you receive a signed shirt. Come up the hour, it's still Aberdeen 0, Celtic 0. A win for Aberdeen would take them top of the table. For a short while at least. Celtic currently are top of the table. Anderson seeking out Mackie. Dempsey running onto it. And he's got support nearby from Michael Hart. McManus dealt with that. There's a problem here with Lee Naylor. Another big concern ahead of the big one at Old Trafford in the week.
I didn't see what happened here. It's a clash of heads.
Saw one for Lee Naylor, who made the move from Wolves recently. Aberdeen are preparing a change. That's Dan Smith, who was recruited recently from Sunderland, has played in the Premiership, although he will always be remembered, I suspect, for a rather nasty tackle on Abu Diaby of Arsenal towards the end of last season. That left one Arsene Wenger very unimpressed with him. Dan Smith is going to come on for Gary Dempsey.
Well, there's options here for Aberdeen. It may mean that they go back to a 4-4-2 with Dan Smith at left back, or they could just slot him into midfield on the left side.
Lee Naylor will be ready to resume shortly. back. Miller. Clark. Mackie. Away by McManus. Diamond with him. Got past Diamond, but then Severin was waiting. And/or Neil Lennon.
Initially, Kenny Miller was looking for a free kick. The challenge by Diamond.
Aberdeen looking to extend their unbeaten home record, which currently stands at 13 games, stretching back to last December when Celtic were the last team to win here, 3-1. Too many draws last season hampered Aberdeen's progress though, and there have been a few of those already this season. But they are unbeaten as a result. Wilson, inviting! Severin though, was the head that it landed on rather than Miller's. And Thomas Gravesen is in bother here, a yellow card on his debut.
Gravesen challenging again in the air. Just leading with his elbow though, that was a problem for the referee. And Chris Clark taking a sore one.
Picks up his first yellow card in Scottish football. There might be a few more to come. McGeady up against Hart. Neil Lennon.
Jimmy Calderwood's obviously very happy with the shape of his side. Just slotted Dan Smith into the left side of midfield, didn't go back to a 4.
Severin. McManus. Well, Aberdeen still haven't managed a serious attempt on goal, but Jimmy Calderwood will be pleased if his team can remain unbeaten and take a draw out of this, although it's always in his nature to give it a go, really.
You asked me before the game, can Aberdeen get a win here today? Well, I said at the time they had to play better than they have been.
Celtic with Gravesen now bearing down on goal. Turned away by Langfield. That would have been some start for Thomas Gravesen at Celtic.
This is the problem for Aberdeen, only takes one chance, one error. It's good play from Fennegoor on the right hand side, and Gravesen, it's a great strike, and it's a good save from Langfield.
Nicholson, Anderson, Foster.
Gravesen did everything right there, just tries to play the ball to the back post, but the only thing is it's at a good height for Langfield.
Another throw for Dan Smith. Smith going long. Foul by Lee Miller.
This is Gravesen's chance. Good play in the wide area from Jan Fennegoor. It's a good touch from Gravesen. He's trying to go for that back post area. As I say, just the right height for Langfield.
Gravesen. Vennegoor of Hesseling. Lost out to Anderson. Most people do. Here's Smith. Nakamura ensures a throw for Celtic. It's a bit of a slog in the quest for a goal at Pittodrie. Miller. Caldwell. Miller. Incisive passing from Celtic. Can they keep it going? Xander Diamond decides otherwise. Neil Lennon though. And Russell Anderson saw that one coming.
But that has to be the difference, Ian. If Celtic are going to make the breakthrough, they need quicker passing, more incisive passing. At the moment, Aberdeen are matching up and making it very difficult.
Caldwell, slipping Mark Wilson in superbly. Great run from Wilson. Hart fails to properly connect. McGeady makes room for the cross. Kenny Miller.
That was all down to initially Dan Smith falling asleep on the left side. It's going to be a factor. He has to be switched on straight away, and Miller just trying to glance it to the back post, getting a little bit too much on it.
There's another live game for you tomorrow from 1 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. Dundee United against Hibs from Tannadice. Thumbs up from Xander Diamond.
It was certainly handball from Diamond.
Shot from Miller. Free kick for Aberdeen. Inside the last 20 minutes. Vennegoor of Hesseling. It was awkward for Kenny Miller, and Xander Diamond now for Mackie. And Aberdeen get the throw. Well, Naylor seemed to get a knee in the back. Here's Lee Miller. Fallen over, and he's clutching his leg. Neil Lennon trying to put an innocent face on.
I think he just slips here. He's clutching his hamstring area. It's not a good sign for Jimmy Calderwood or Lee Miller.
Well, wouldn't that be cruel?
Stretched his groin, I think, there, Ian.
Be cruel for Miller, and it would be cruel for Aberdeen. They've only just signed him a course.
Just nudged in the back by Lennon's knee, enough to put him off balance, and I think he just twists.
Yes, Lennon the innocent party, but Miller in some discomfort, prompting a discussion between the two Jimmies, Calderwood and Nicol, and Sandy Clark. We do have the Dutchman Darren Dahl on the bench.
I don't think they'll want to change it if they can get Miller back on. Try and give him 90 minutes and get his fitness up.
Looks like Miller will be okay. There's a shot on goal from Kenny Miller. Lee Miller is back. Foul by Naylor on Mackie.
You know, Ian, despite Celtic having the majority of the game, they haven't created enough chances, and the longer the game goes on, it gives Aberdeen the impetus.
Here's Clark. Aberdeen not hanging around. Gary Caldwell just took it away from Russell Anderson. Anderson's out of position now as Gravison tries to go away, but he's held up by Xander Diamond. Caldwell. Miller. McGeady. Mackey's pass intercepted by Gravison. Martel scrambling to save it. Gravison tried to pick out the bottom corner.
I think Aberdeen will be happy that they're stopping Celtic from playing and all they can get is shots from the edge of the box. But again, Gravison, the most forward-thinking of the Celtic midfield players.
Lovely touch from Lee Miller, and it's put Chris Clark in. And credit to Gary Caldwell for stopping that. Maybe a goal is brewing. Aberdeen managing their first shot on goal in the match, compared to Celtic's 14. But it's still 0-0. Wilson. Venegor of Hesseling. Gravison takes over. Here is Kenny Miller. Miller up against Diamond. Naylor. Gravison. Wilson. And McManus and rather McGeady and Venegor of Hesseling were waiting in the box for the service.
That was a good ball in from Mark Wilson. Just looking for someone to attack that.
McManus. Heading towards the last quarter of an hour. Celtic stifled still. And that's going straight out from Boris. Gordon Strachan has now completed his two-game touchline ban after that fracas at Hearts early season. So Lee Miller's debut ends early. There'll be a lot more to come from him, they hope, in the red shirt of Aberdeen. His place is taken by 17-year-old Chris Maguire, who's come on in the last 3 games now, made his debut also as a sub against Celtic at the end of last season.
A little bit more pace about Maguire, and he'll be asked to try and ruffle up the Celtic defence and get on the end of things.
Foster tipping Nakamura to it. Here's Hart. Away by McManus. Naylor. The last time Aberdeen and Celtic mustered a goalless draw. McGeady. Wilson is tearing down that right side again, and Nakamura will find it. What a superb signing Mark Wilson has turned out to be for Celtic.
Yeah, and he works well in the Celtic set-up because he can get up and down wide areas. He's good going forward, equally good defensively, a cool head on a young man's shoulders.
Caldwell. Foster. The volley, and they're ducking in the stands for that. Caldwell. McGeady. Jan Vennegoor of Hesseling. McGeady. Trying a trick. Such is his way. Smith now for Maguire. What the Aberdeen fans would give for a goal against the champions, against the current leaders. Smith's cross. Mackie there, but Bollocks under pressure. Gets to grips with it.
That was a great ball in from Dan Smith, and Darren Mackie just trying to get on the end of it.
McGeady on a surge. And Kenny Miller. Almost held back then, but he's still going. Vennegoor of Hesseling has found a way through. 2 goals in 2 games for the big man, and Celtic in front at last in Aberdeen.
And you run the risk of this if you sit so deep. Kenny Miller doing well initially, feeding Jan Vennegoor of Hesseling. He's only got one thing on his mind: to have a strike at it. It goes through a couple of Aberdeen players, takes a deflection, and Langfield really with no chance. With his defence sitting so deep, looks up, keeps it low, and Langfield's got no chance.
Remember the name, you're hardly likely to forget it. Jan Vennegoor of Hesseling has had a storming start to his Celtic career. Came off the bench to get the winner against Hibs last time out, as he now puts Celtic on their way to victory here at Pittodrie.
And you can see that he loves scoring goals. Must be great for Gordon Strachan to have someone up there that can work hard in a game, not be influential all the time, but can pop up when you need it. And he has the ability to do that. He can strike from outside the box. He gives you the physical presence inside the box. And 2 goals in 2 games isn't too bad.
Well, it's been an arduous task this for Celtic, trying to break down Aberdeen, but they have. Could Aberdeen's unbeaten record in the SPL this season be coming to an end? Not without a fight, it won't, you suspect. Here's Dan Smith. Mark Wilson stopped him. Here's Foster. Stephen McManus taking no chances with Mackie lurking.
What it does now mean, Ian, is that it means that Aberdeen, they've got to take a risk, they've got to come out, they've got to play. They've got nothing to lose now, so this will change the game.
Aberdeen looking for an equaliser, and Severin drills it back in, and Kenny Miller stopped that one. Everybody required by Celtic to defend that corner. Russell Anderson is still up there. Celtic have breached the best defence in the SPL this season. It's only the 4th goal Aberdeen have conceded. Severin felt that came off Miller.
I wouldn't be surprised now if Jimmy Calderwood changes things a bit. Probably time to become a little bit more direct. Try and push Celtic back and hope they make a mistake.
The flag has gone up, belatedly, against Vennegoor of Hesseling. I know they're supposed to wait until the players pin involved, but that was a long wait. Celtic, a goal to the good in a big week. Hearts centre. McGeady. Gordon Strachan facing two of his former clubs, of course, this week. Aberdeen here today, Manchester United in the Champions League on Wednesday. Wouldn't mind a 1-0 win there, I bet. Aberdeen are going to bring on their Dutch striker Dyron Dahl shortly, but here's Maguire. Caldwell has time. Diamond. Could be the cue for an Aberdeen change. No. Oh, yes, it will be. Mike McCurry has noticed, and Dyron Dahl, the recent signing, is going to take the place of Michael Hart, who was the unfortunate man who deflected Benegor of Hesseling's drive-in.
Yeah, just as I suspected, they'll go a little bit more direct now, Aberdeen. Dyron Dahl certainly a real physical presence up there.
There's some confusion here. I don't think they've got the message to Michael Hart yet. Now they have. And he's going off. Off you go. Long walk or run across the pitch.
Kenny Miller doing what he does best, getting wide, feeding young Benegor, Hesseling, and Michael Hart. Unluckily just getting a slight contact on that one.
Dyron Dahl was groomed by the Ajax Youth Academy, scored for the reserves in midweek, made his debut at senior level against Dunfermline last time out, and he got a first touch there, but it's going to lead to a goal kick merely. Celtic really have had to grind this out today. You can choose your man of the match by ringing the appropriate number. Thomas Gravesen perhaps on his debut. Russell Anderson perhaps. Colossal in the first half in particular with those tackles. Make your choice, and if you're picked out as the winner, you will receive a signed shirt. Celtic 5 minutes away from going clear at the top of the table. Hearts home to St Mirren later, Rangers home to Falkirk. McGeady. Five years since Aberdeen beat Celtic here at the Todrick, and it looks like the wait will go on.
Yeah, and Jimmy Collingwood's gone with a 3 up front now with Dyron Dahl. Maguire on the right side and Matthew up there next to Dahl as well.
Benegor of Hesseling holding this up. And Thomas Gravesen! And Russell Anderson yet again in the way for Aberdeen. Wilson. Gravesen, lovely touch. Benegor of Hesseling. McGeady. Anderson and Miller together. Langfield ready to boot one up towards Mackie, but Gary Caldwell had his eyes on it. Here's Ricky Foster though. Foster. Terrific tackle from Wilson, but a corner for Aberdeen.
It was a great tackle from Mark Wilson again. Real pace shown by Ricky Foster.
Smith delivers. Russell Anderson! And Boritz is it going to go in? Somehow it does not. Smith again. Severin! Celtic rather fortunate to survive there.
That's just terrible defending from Celtic. It's Russell Anderson who gets an absolutely free header. Mackie's also free, unmarked. The ball hits the bar, bounces down, all it needs is a touch. Just didn't go in for them. But terrible defending from Celtic, especially late on, with only 3 minutes of the game to go. Aberdeen just can't get it over the line. Could it be handball? I think there was a case for handball from Naylor.
Managed to sort himself and Celtic out in time. Aberdeen don't have much time as they look to preserve their unbeaten start to the SPL season. Dyrendal.
I think that just evens things up. People do say that happens with decisions from referees. Celtic themselves having the chance of a penalty in the first half, and now Aberdeen in the second.
Nicholson charging into the box. Had to be turned away by McManus, who is making a vital contribution to the Celtic cause just now.
It does make you wonder, Ian, if Aberdeen had a go earlier on in this game, maybe they could have got something out of it. Still have a couple of minutes to try and get something, but you wonder why they didn't do this from the off.
Nicholson's corner. Back by Severin. Into the last minute of the 90 we go. Can Celtic hang on? It would be a victory that a few would have denied them. But Aberdeen trying to rally late on. Severin. Sander Diamond. It's Dyrendal, and it's blocked by Gary Caldwell. Nicholson. Here's Smith. And McManus made sure he got there first. Nakamura provides an outlet. Frantic.
Yeah, and Dal has caused problems in there since he's come on the field.
He's also put his foot in on Wilson. Mike McCurry's having none of that.
Going in a little bit late on Mark Wilson. It was a great block from Gary Caldwell. This is the handball, the possible handball. It does hits his hand at least once. You have to say that could be a handball, especially with Darren Mackie waiting there to pounce.
Stephen Pearson is taking the place of Jan Venegor of Hesselink, whose goal may well have secured 3 points for Celtic, and it hasn't taken him long to win over the fans. Winner against Hibs, possibly a winner against Aberdeen as well. Three minutes added on at Pittodrie. A foul by Nicholson on Gravison. We've played 1 minute of the added 3 already. Celtic nearly there. Pearson and Dyrendal, who've just been warned by Mike McCurry, is going to get a yellow card. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Just diving in. But if Pearson collects that, he is driving at the defence.
Daft challenge from Dahl after he'd more or less done the same to Mark Wilson a couple of moments ago. It's also taken the sting out of things because Celtic have a free kick. He shall not be moved, the cry from the Celtic faithful, and they might be right. Nakamura. Just over 15,000 inside Pittodrie today, and many of them will be heading back to Glasgow with a smile on their face, unless Chris Maguire can sneak in here. It's a foul by Naylor on Maguire, and that's going to be a yellow card.
You have to say it's a good yellow card because Maguire does have pace.
Now, last chance surely for Aberdeen. Can they launch a salvage operation here and claim a point and remain unbeaten in the SPL? They haven't managed too many attempts on goal this afternoon, but they need one here. This will surely be the last bit of action. The 3 minutes of added on time are up. This could be a case of now or never for Aberdeen. Nicholson decides to go for goal, and it nearly caught Borat out, but he's grabbed hold of it, and Celtic may have grabbed hold of 3 points.
Yeah, we all thought it was going into Russell Anderson. It's a cheeky effort from Byron Nicholson. Does catch Borat by surprise.
It's over. It is a victory for the champions, who put Aberdeen in their place again. Gordon Strachan has seen off one of his former clubs already this week. What about another, Manchester United in the week? Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink, preparing for a Champions League assault alongside Thomas Gravesen, of course. Vennegoor of Hesselink, the match winner, as he was against Hibs. Gravesen relished his debut as well. Celtic were made to wait. They had to grind it out today, but a deflected drive from Vennegoor of Hesselink won the day in the end. The sort of result that champions have to come up with now and again. It's Aberdeen 0, Celtic 1.
As well, both with Stuart Lovell.
Thomas, was that the type of match you were expecting on your Celtic debut?
It was all what I expected and more to it. I think that this team has given me everything I wanted, and what a fantastic reception we got up here, and what a tough place to come, by the way.
And you seem to be given free rein to get forward as much as you wanted. Is that the role that you want to play for Celtic?
I just want to fit into the team, and the manager, I think he wanted me to come a little more back today, but I think we succeeded in much of the way we wanted to play, and with a little more get to know each other in the team, and we'll get better, that's for sure.
Jan, a very difficult match for your team today, but a massive 3 points nonetheless.
Yeah, I think so. Aberdeen away, I heard, is very difficult, and 3 points is very big for us, very good for us, and I think we were a team, we played together, and at the end we deserved to win.
And that's 2 goals in 2 games for you now. You must be very pleased with your start to your Celtic career.
Yeah, it's going good so far. Hope it continues, but if we play like this as a team, it doesn't matter who scores. If we win, that's the important thing.
Well, Thomas, you are our Bank of Scotland man of the match today. If Jan, if you could do the honours, I'm sure you expected it yourself.
It's for you.
Cheers.
Don't drink too much because Wednesday we have to play, but congratulations.
Cheers, Jan.
Okay.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers.
The Dane and the Dutchman, the man of the match and the match winner. And Graham Gordon from Dundee picked out Thomas Gravesen as well as his top man on the day.
Jimmy, that must have been a sore one to take.
Yeah, Stuart, I thought, defensively I thought we played really well. I thought we should have done well when we had the ball, especially first half. We seemed for some reason nervous, we had to change our system right at the beginning. Neela was getting in too much and put Darren wide right. That stopped Celtic playing a wee bit. But we were poor, with the opportunities we had in the ball. We kept trying to hit Big Lee instead of where the space was down the sides. Quite even first half, they've had a couple of chances. We've not had too many, to be honest. And then I thought we'd weathered the storm, really, the second half. And I thought at that moment Celtic had run out of ideas. And then they've got the goal. We'll carry it to Big Jan. We should have closed them down a lot earlier. And then it was time for the bugles. And then I thought we really started to play then, and we created chances. Boys are saying it might have been a penalty. I don't know, I've not seen it. But we done everything we could, and I think they were glad it was the end of the game.
I mean, overall, did you think your game plan was working?
I thought it was defensively, but we can play better when we've got the ball. You can't defend for 90 minutes, that's impossible. But as I say, I thought at that moment, when they scored, I thought they'd run out of ideas and they were getting a wee bit desperate. And we were getting a lot more possession and a lot more comfortable in the ball. Boy Smith come on and he's got a sweet left foot and he's got a great delivery. And you know, at that moment it was only 1 team in it, and probably in possession Celtic maybe deserved the win, but defensively I thought we didn't give too much away.
Would you agree that your team didn't offer too much of a threat going forward over the 90 minutes?
Yeah, that's right, up till we went for it, you know. That's what I'm saying. On the ball, we kept giving it away too much, your choices, a pass. But, you know, credit to Celtic, they squeezed us. We had to change it, you know, and it would leave us, you know, he'd done so much defensively, it was difficult for him to do things in attacking wise. But we should have been better on the ball. And your team, I mean, that's their strength. Normally the passing, it was certainly not as crisp as you would like it today, I guess. No, it was. Our choices were wrong. We kept looking for Big Lee, where Neil Lennon was blocking it off into the strikers or into the striker, and you know, and Caldwell and McManus were against Lee and himself. You know, whereas at that moment the space is outside, and our choices were wrong. Jimmy, thanks for talking to us. Okay, sure.
Thomas Gravesen was man of the match. Russell Anderson might well have been man of the match. It was another stunning performance from the Aberdeen skipper, Captain Colossus.
Gordon, on the balance of play, was that a fair result, do you think?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We did well again, up to about 30 yards. And surprisingly, our flair players on the day weren't at their best. Their wee magic was missing today, a wee bit of magic. But they did work hard for us, our flair players, so that was good. And you know, the game's always at risk, there's no doubt about that. Because Aberdeen, if you ask anybody, Aberdeen unbeaten in the league and they got knocked out with Queen's Park, so they're fired up for this game. Celtic's come to town, so I think any away game this week in the Premiership, this would be the hardest, I would imagine.
How would you assess your team's overall performance?
Oh, good. We're starting Team 2 again. So considering Thomas only met his mates yesterday, and Jan's only been with him one training session as well yesterday, and Lee's here, so they're getting on fine. Our ability got us through here today, and our hard work. So we're happy with that performance, to be honest. We're happy at this time of the season coming here and getting 3 points.
And were you pleased with the impact of Thomas Gravesen and Jan Vennegaard of Hesselink?
Yes, I think everybody was. I think Jan was a big problem front. And saying that, I thought they did well. The centre backs, Anderson did well, and they did well, the three of them. But he caused them problems. As I said to you, 25 yards out, we weren't at our best today. If we'd been at our best there, because we got through to that position, which is the hardest bit to do in football, and then you get there and you think, well, I've got players that can finish this off. I put a final pass, and I thought it was poor, but the rest of the performance was excellent. 2 centre halves, first class. 2 injuries, played with them. Shows they've got physical and mental strength.
You seem to be asking Thomas Gravesen to time his runs forward better.
No, it's funny, and I really should have answered this question, because I've not really got any time for people. And somebody says they can't play together. You know, they're too similar. Could somebody explain that performance then? When Thomas is running past wingers, running past strikers. So I've got to have a word with myself for actually answering these questions that people say they're too similar.
You start your Champions League campaign against Man United next midweek. Have you given any thought to what you might do with your team?
Yes, yeah, we did a lot of that. We did a lot of that, to be honest with you. But when it got to Wednesday, we put the shutters down on that, and then we concentrated at Hull in Aberdeen.
Well done today.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Gordon.
Yes, next stop Old Trafford for Gordon Strachan and Celtic.